Hey everyone, Eric Lima here, and watching another video episode from my secondary YouTube channel vlog, in which I present to all of you my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 886. I hope you guys enjoyed my two-part episode of celebrating the 40th anniversary of my all-time favorite game show, Bullseye. You know, the game in which daring determines the fate of the planet of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring. And second of all, I want to thank the folks over at MVG Productions for definitely welcoming me in back to the group again. And I played some Pressure Luck and Bullseye. I want to give a shout out to Sean Milligan and Mark Leota for letting me play the game. I'm very honored. Even though I didn't win, that's okay. All I did was have some fun and tried my best. So I goofed up on one question and in Bullseye, bamboo. I can't believe I didn't see that. I was like, I thought it was Obama or something. But unfortunately, whatever. So I was like, bamboo. I'm glad Jose got it. Cesare's got it before I did. I'm like Bamboo. I was like, oh, geez, I should have known, But I decided to play Bullseye to celebrate the 40th anniversary of its debut. So thank you very much, guys, and I do appreciate it. And I will come back if you guys play Bullseye and Pressure Luck again. I'll be there because those are my very picky and choosy when it comes to game shows. So game shows I play on the Discord apps, and I'm very, very glad that those two game shows are being played on the Discord app. And speaking of games, I picked up this today from Games to Gold, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I have not played it yet, but I played Hyrule Warriors before. It was really cool, so get a chance to new costumes from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Oh, wow. I did dozens of playable characters. Holy crapola. This is going to be... It includes all DC characters from the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS versions. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's totally crazy. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I have another game for the Switch. And Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the physical release will come out October the 13th of this year. Can't wait. And today's the last day of September. Wake me before September. I know Green Day has a song like that, and I forget it. It's wake me before September. Wake me till September ends or something like that. I don't know. It just. Mario Kart. Dashy's got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Anyways, what do I want to talk about today? I know it's my last day of September thoughts, and September's been a crazy month. And in fact, like I said, this year I don't have to repeat myself about how crazy this year has been, and a lot of things have happened, obviously, and. A lot of concerns, a lot of fears, and, I didn't watch the debates, but I'm reading all the tweets on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah. I'm not agreeing with a lot of these people that all the politicians are a total joke. I mean, that's why I hate politics. That's why I don't talk about much about politics on here. And, it's sad that, it has become a circus, so to speak, and we're going through all this, and I feel like going, oh, dear Lord. Why, And like I said before, we have ourselves to blame for not bothering to vote or voting for the wrong person, whatever. We have to do our part, America. We got to, All I'm going to do is, the only thing I'm endorsing, I'm not endorsing Biden or Trump. I'm not endorsing either one of those or any politician. I can endorse Ham and Egger. Ham and Egger. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. It's HAM spacebar AND spacebar EGGER, Ham and Egger. And if you say it, I'm trying not to say it too fast because it will sound racist and all that. So Ham and Egger. So, but if you say it too fast, you know what I mean. So I had to be very, very careful what I say on here. That's what I want to talk a little bit about. I mean. Social media can be a very ugly thing it all depends on what you post on it. And, I talk about my life, my past life on here. And I'm not afraid to. I'll be honest with you. I'm not afraid to talk about my past. Because I know what I went through. And in the back of my mind, there's people that went through something similar that I have, or have, I've gone to have the same mental deficiencies and all that good stuff that I went through. And I'm hoping that, with me being here and talking about it, being an encouragement, saying, hey, he survived all this. He talked about all this, and he survived all this. He's not afraid. I shouldn't be afraid either. But yeah, people have been made fun of. There's lots of serious stuff that's happened in our life, and people make light of it. They make fun of it. They tell you, oh, get over it, this and that, and everything else. The people that make fun of it and tell you off, they don't understand what you've really gone through. They just don't understand. They don't understand what what you've gone through. Oh, by the way, this is episode 886 of EML77 TV, and I don't know if I told you that, guys, already, so sorry about that. Didn't mean to go off on a tangent here. You don't want to delve too much into your past. I try to be very careful what I say, and I try to give a short version of it. But there are people out there that don't know you from a hole in the wall, and they watch your videos and they think, oh, it's cringe, it's this and that, and they'll do whatever it takes to get you off your game, psychologically, mentally, and emotionally. They'll do whatever it takes to try to destroy you in that sentiment, in that way, and you have to be, you got to be careful. And I've been made fun of. I've been trolled on here. I mean, people take some of my videos and make it look like I'm making weird noises and act like I'm demon possessed and all that crap, and which all of it's not true. And I have decided after I decided, well, I am not going to argue with them anymore, because arguing with foolish people kind of gets you nowhere. So it's like, forgive me, I just shaved, man, and trying to. It gets itchy sometimes. Anyways, so, and oh, by the way, speaking of being trolled on, if you don't have any social media, I share this individual's channel on Facebook, because a lot of my friends are on there, and they do have a YouTube. But for those who have subscribed to me and don't have any other social media, or choose not to, if you look up the channel, Rebranded for All Good, that channel, once again, is trying to stalk me. Please report and block. If you need a link to that channel, I'll put it on my description to let you guys know and be well aware of it. And don't engage in conversation with the individual, please. I don't want you guys getting targeted too. So I do appreciate that, because I'm not gonna even touch that with a 10-foot pole anymore. I had a friend who, she is a computers expert, and she's working on something that would track them down and to track them down. So it's something that it gets very scary when people keep on harassing you and all that, and it is getting ridiculous. And I admit I'm getting sick of it too. But I'm not going to be totally angry. I'm sick and tired of being angry about it. I feel like the Office Stanley, really, that type, eye roll, that type of deal. So, I'm going to give a shout out to Gwendolyn Barreto, or Barreto. Burrito was her nickname, but she kind of opened up on Facebook, even though would not be the wise idea, but she's been through a lot. I'm not going to describe what she went through, but I'm going to give Gwendolyn a shout out for being brave and speaking out and about her past and all that. It isn't easy talking about your past, especially on Facebook. That's why sometimes we have to be careful what we say on any social media feeds. But like I said, to me, YouTube, I've tried to make I try to take it easy on my past, but not speaking about it in a bitter anger manner, but just to talk about, okay, this is what I went through and how I dealt with it, and hopefully encouragement people. And people make fun of it. I got people making fun of my past. Oh, you're talking about your ex-crush again. Oh my God, this is crazy. You're obsessed. I'm not. And like I said, it is a learning tool for me to say, okay, What if I fall in love with a girl, fall in love with somebody else? I have to be very careful how I treat that girl. I don't want to make the same mistake that I did in the past. That's the thing. They say those who do not remember their history are doomed to repeat it. So I do remember my history, my life in the past, and I don't want to repeat it. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm doing fine, and my family went through a lot for the past 2 years. And you know what the biggest thing is too? My mother is now the leader of the church's music ministry, even though we haven't played because of COVID rules and whatnot, and it has not been very easy to accept. In fact, we have not played in the band since March, and my leader, Paul Costa, retired at the end of February, and so we have not, and I think since mid-March, everything, that's the last time we played, and everything was shut down, so it's like, and we have not played since then, so we're talking over 6 months, almost a half a year we have not played, and 5.5 months basically. So it is tough of that, but I still give glory to God, no matter what. Sometimes I'm not the most perfect person in the universe. That's the thing. And being a born again Christian, it is not perfect. It is not. Listen, it is not easy going through all the stuff and try to maintain your Christian attitude, maintain your your ways. I get bullied, I made fun of, I get angry, swear, and all that good stuff. But now that I it's like I draw back on my past again, because the fact of the matter is I've been made fun of in the past, and sometimes I get called a loser, I get called an a-hole, I get called a retard, I get called all sorts of things. Nowadays it's like, really? Yeah, that's original. It's like, tell me something I don't know. That's basically I always say. Nowadays, like I said, I figured now, ignore the trolls, ignore everybody. They can go fly a kite. I really don't care. Accept the people that love you, encourage others, and that's why I decided to continue to do on here. I want to encourage others. I said, listen, I know it's not easy to speak about your past, speak about your life, but listen, there's going to be people out there that have been through the same thing you went through. Just encourage them. Listen, what I went through, I hope you don't go through it. And just let them know. Just let them know that just go find someone you can trust to talk to, and and be a friend of that person, and just say, hey, listen, hopefully if there's a family member you can trust, that cares, talk to that family member, or talk to an adult that has been through a lot. It's not easy to talk to somebody about what people go through in their past, and and it isn't easy. It isn't easy to talk about these sensitive subjects. But if you can do it and speak your mind and speak your heart and your soul, and you're going to be made fun of for it. But you know what? Just tell them. Listen. If people make fun of you for speaking out your mind and speaking out about your past and all, then they don't understand about what you went through. They don't understand you. That's the thing. I always say this, that if people don't like me, they don't understand me. And that's the thing too. I have a lot of friends in my life, all right, and they're good friends and they're blessed friends. And I try to encourage them. They try to encourage me back. They stand up for me. They support me, and I do appreciate that wholeheartedly. And just it isn't easy to be yourself on here without being made fun of. It is. Sometimes it is what it is. You have to accept. I learned to accept things the way they are, the way things are. And is it easy? No, not really. No, not really. I have a lot of fun just being myself, being who I am, and I like to continue bringing the entertainment to you guys. Not just entertainment, just bring a little word of encouragement, and what God places in my heart, I'll speak out. I'm not going to be preacher or anything like that, or I'm not going to be fire and brimstone preacher. So you don't accept the Lord, you're going to hell, little boy. I always wanted to say that. Good little South Park line there. But no, I just want to encourage you guys. They said, hey, I'm here. I'm here to encourage you guys and here to have fun with you guys. I love you guys so much, and I want to, there was a song by Audio Adrenaline called My Worldview, and the first few couple of lines, I want to see the world through Jesus' eyes, see through Jesus' tears. In other words, I want to see people for who they are, not what they look like, not what they do, what their lifestyle is. It's like for who they are inside their heart, and that's why I look for for the heart of the person, and that's what I like to do. God does that, I want to do that, And listen, sometimes you accept the Lord into your heart, and not everything, you're not going to be perfect or holier than thou or anything else. You're going to go through more. You're going to go through challenges, and you're going to be tested of whether or not you go through those challenges, how you handle it. It's how you handle them that defines you. Just because I'm a born again Christian, not everything is sunshines and rainbows and puppies and unicorns farting rainbows or Skittles or leprechauns farting rainbows or or Tiny Tim meeting you at the pearly gates going, tiptoe through the tulips, and please go look at me. Eric, what's wrong with you, boy? I'm trying to have some fun, guys. I'm trying to be entertaining, just have some fun. Like I said, we're all going to go through challenges. We're all human beings, and that's the main important thing. No matter what your beliefs are, you're a human being. You're going to go through stuff. You're going to get emotional. You're going to get upset. It isn't easy being, trying to be calm. It's like the dog and the meme of the dog sipping on a cup and it's like fire all around, or like Ralph Wiggum's son going, "I'm in danger." You know what I'm saying? It's something, Or be like that weird normal SpongeBob. Everything's fine. You know what I mean? It's, my life has not been easy too. Listen, sometimes, you live in your parents' basement. I live in my parents' basement, and I have a 9-to-5 job, basically a job with minimum wage. I don't have the best car in the universe. I don't live in the best city or the best neighborhood, but you know what, though? I'm thankful for all that, because the fact of the matter is, I may not have the best job. I may not like my job, but, it is a challenge. But the fact of the matter is this, though, people. You just got to be thankful. You just got to be thankful for what you got, because I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't have any of this if it hadn't been for the Lord, to be honest with you. And, and there's other people out there not as fortunate as I am. So, I got to think of, before I even think about complaining about my life, I have to realize, hey, remember, there's other people out there not as fortunate as you are. Is life going to be easy? No. But can you handle it? Can you handle a challenge? You can. You don't have to do it alone, though. That's the thing. There's other people out there to encourage you. You can go to church. You can go to people, just, have fun, try to take your mind off the drama, take your mind off work, take your mind off real life. And, like I said, video games like, Hyrule Warriors, having a lot of fun, playing game shows and just doing my thing. That's why I do everything on YouTube. I talk about wrestling, baseball, football, New England sports, how my New England teams are doing. As you know, the Bruins and Celtics are done, and so are the Red Sox. It's up to the Patriots now to do the thing, man. So it is something else. And then we got a new team coming in the NHL, the Seattle Kraken. I talked a little bit about those guys. How we made jokes about the fans going to be called the crackheads and all that, and you know what, though? I do, however, I want to talk about one more thing, and then I'll probably get done with this episode. Sometimes we get through life, like I said, we go through a lot of things. The first couple of days this week, I went on Zoom with my church family. We were doing a Bible study, and my friend Doreen Miranda cracks me up. She says she was complaining about her neighbor cutting down the trees because they were blocking his view, and she threatened that if he's complaining about that, I'll climb in my jacuzzi and give him a view. And that's when I lost. I laughed so hard, and I laughed so hard. It's like I needed a laugh, and I want to thank Doreen Miranda for that, because I wanted to laugh so hard, and just sometimes you can picture it and you start cracking up, I asked them to forgive me of that when I said I needed a laugh. I want to thank Doreen Miranda. And last night on MVG Productions, we were about to prepare for Press Your Luck, hosted by Sean Milligan. I want to give him a shout out. as well. And I want to thank those guys on there for giving me a laugh because they were, because I did had my own soundboard and I pressed the Leroy Jenkins sound. He said, I heard mine crack, and then I lost it at that point. And but I laughed so hard. I needed a laugh last night. I want to thank you guys for that. Sometimes I can encourage people, but sometimes I need to be encouraged, and it's really really cool. You know what I mean? It's something to behold. So. Yeah, I had a rough, I kind of had a rough day, not much, because it was kind of rainy and yucky out there. Trying to sweep up leaves on wet ground is not that easy, trust me. And I was like, gee, the mall did not pay me to be a landscaper, for goodness sakes, you know what I'm saying? I need a leaf blower, where is one, The mall offices are too cheap to get me one, but anywho, but other than that, though, I told my boss I'm going to do my best out there, and I got tomorrow and Friday to deal with all that. Anyways, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be much. But things could change from now until tomorrow, and we'll find out what's going on. Goodness me, goodness Lord, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be all right. So, like I said, you check out my other videos if you like wrestling. You check out my recaps and tell me what you think. And I have a lot of fun, and I want to encourage you guys. Whatever you went through in your past, and if you want to be open about it, be careful what you say. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't understand what situations you've been. I want to encourage you, if you want to bring awareness, please do so, and be brave about it. Be brave about it. I have a little quirks. I'm sorry. And I want to encourage you all to not be afraid of your past. Talk about sometimes. People will remind you what you did in your past. You can say, yeah, but I've learned a lot from that situation, didn't I? That's what I'm trying to say. There's things about my past that I went through, but you know what? You learn a lot from those situations. And sometimes God will open up your eyes and reveal to you why things are the way and why He makes things like that, made things like that happen. Because sometimes He does. And, and people would say, "Oh, it's something else. It's not a God thing, and everything else." Then that individual does not understand what I went through. So it's, like I said, people, and they get on your case about the stupidest thing ever, and it's like so childish and insane. It's like, I'm like, really? I feel like the Miz, really. Really? Y'all go talk to little Jimmy. At least our troop's a lot more sane, a lot less crazier than you guys out there. I love our truth. He's awesome. But I'll tell you what, though, guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm here, and I'm here to encourage you. And like I said, last day of September Thoughts, man. And we're going to October tomorrow. I mean, somebody's going to the World Series. The World Series can go on all the way up to Thanksgiving. Imagine that. Your team wins the World Series, you're enjoying your Thanksgiving meal. I will never forget when the Red Sox won the World Series in 2004. I remember having the best Thanksgiving, the best Christmas, and I always tell, this is the first Thanksgiving and Christmas. The Red Sox broke the curse, and we're celebrating them winning the World Series. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Everything going on in my life. Who cares? The Red Sox won the World Series. I will never forget that. I will never forget 2004, man. That was a heck of a year. Man, I was so happy when they won the World Series. So, all right, so that's it. That's all the time I have. Remember, the next episode, NXT recap, the final NXT before NXT TakeOver 31. That's right. Originally, the NXT TakeOver was supposed to take place at the Thunderdome, but because of COVID and everything else happening, the outbreak, they decided to keep it at Full Sail. When I'm reporting what I'm told, unless things happen. So, yeah, too bad because to me, NXT deserves the Thunderdome. To be honest with you, but unfortunately, you can't get all that in Full Sail. I'm hoping that I know it's tough to get a tougher production when you're restricted and everything else. It's really, really sad. So I will see you guys later on that episode 887. We're getting close to 1,000 episodes here. What is it after this one? 114. No, not 100. Yeah, 114 episodes to go. 114 episodes left, folks. I am trying to make it to 1,000 before the end of this year, because I'm planning on opening up a new channel. I think I'll keep these 2 channels up just in case to harken back. This will open up the 3rd chapter of The People's Lima. First chapter was under my real name, Eric Lima, The People's Lima. Then you got the second. This is my 2nd chapter. The 3rd chapter will be known as WEML-TV Channel 77. The logo was made by Alex Paris. I want to give him a shout out for that. And you can see new thumbnails for this next channel. When am I going to do it? Is when I complete this as 1,000. Episode 1,000. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But until then, you're going to see more EML77 TV, more Get These Thumbs, more Bullseye, Tic-Tac-Toe, Joker's Wild playing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And be entertaining. More recaps, more picks and predictions of wrestling. And more of my crazy thoughts, what's going on in this crazy brain of mine. Who knows for sure. All right? I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful day. God bless. Peace. And I'll see you in episode 887. Aloha. Shaka bra.